Hello, everyone, and welcome to episode number 234 of At Odds with the Unbreakable Spirit.
And the executioner, Daniel Travas.
I am Matthew Smith, aka the Unbreakable. As per usual for these types of episodes, I forgot to pull up the doc to see where our topics are. But yeah, as I mentioned last week, we're doing wrestling because there's some stuff we want to talk about involving as do our favorite pastime. Let's run through the topic.
Number one.
We had two transitional champions.
Not one, but two.
Technically three, since one of them is a tag team.
Technically three.
Anyways, yeah. Two, in quotation marks, transitional champions in WWE recently.
Yes.
Topic two, I guess I'll say, is
Number two.
Yeah. WWE disregarding in real life relationships / marriages on television.
Yep. Number three.
And number three, this will make sense when after we get through topic one. Feuds for CM Punk on Friday Night Smackdown. But for now, let's talk about the Street Profits and Sami Zayn.
Here's my thoughts. What? Well, okay. Sammy, okay. First, I want to talk about Sami Zayn. My only thought about that is,
you gotta feel bad for the guy.
I mean, it's like, yeah, but it's like, damn, like, because we all thought, oh, there goes Cody becoming a 4-time champion in the same way again.
Yeah, which is what I was worried about, to be honest. I was legitimately worried about that.
And then he got his ass beat by Gunther before the
Yeah,
match
and
in Chicago.
yeah, that's the key part, guys. It was in Chicago. We should have known Cody wasn't going to be challenging for the title. We should have known Punk was going to return. Because in recent years, whenever CM Punk returns to WWE, it's in Chicago.
I mean, to be fair, it's like, I mean, if Punk could say something here, he'd be like, I mean, to be fair, I am from Chicago.
Yeah, you're the second saint. We know that. Why do you always return in Chicago, though?
No, but think about it.
What if there's not an episode of Raw or SmackDown on the road to WrestleMania in Chicago and you want to be on the card?
But also think about this, and this is also something that has really need to be brought up, is that when he returned to professional wrestling in AEW,
It was
guess
in
where?
Chicago.
When he returned
When he was on the first episode of Collision, if I remember, wasn't it also in Chicago?
Yes.
And when he returned to WWE at Survivor Series War Games a few years ago, it was in the Allstate Arena in Chicago.
Yeah. So, but also CM Punk looked to be an incredible, because there's another thing I noticed. That dude, because keep in mind, the last time we saw CM Punk, like, can we just talk about the man that year had? Because think about this. He started off the year World Heavyweight Champion, lost that to Roman Reigns, and now is the WWE Champion in 1 year.
Yeah. And we haven't talked about the Street Profits. They held the titles a little bit longer than Sami Zayn, like 2 weeks?
Yes.
But they got screwed out of their titles by Maxine Dupree kicking Angelo Dawkins in the nut.
Yeah, and you're just like,
And fun fact, people, I was in the shower when that happened. I found that out via, like, YouTube.
My honest thoughts are, okay, I'm just gonna say this, but,
What was, I think I know what you're gonna say. What was the point of putting the titles on them if they were just gonna lose it 9 to 14 days later?
That, but also, what's the point of the vision anymore? Like, I thought the point of the vision was to be a vision for the future. Nothing.
Yeah, they have no direction right now. Because the Oracle is not doing his job as an Oracle and telling them what's gonna happen.
Yeah, he's just like, sorry.
He's as blind as the prophet Tiresias from the Odyssey.
Yeah.
Not sponsored.
But he's also, because, okay, we'll talk about this, because we also got, because he's busy dealing with Brock Lesnar. again.
Yeah, which that brings me to another thing. Now, we were both, disclaimer here, we were both happy that Oba Femi won King of the Ring. We did not want the King of the Ring doing the yeet thing. But what was the point of putting the crown on the ruler if he's not even going to challenge for a title at SummerSlam?
Well, I mean, to be fair, like my honest, because I've had a chance to think about it, is that did I think Brock Lesnar was gonna return before SummerSlam? Of course, it's in his hometown. Of course, you want Brock Lesnar on this historic card. But
Especially if it's his final match.
yes, but keep in mind, folks, you think, oh, okay, because when Brock showed up, he's like, oh, Paul Heyman told me you've been calling me up.
I'm
Paul
gonna have to
Heyman,
do a lot of censoring this episode. You always curse more when we talk about wrestling.
yeah, but then he got kicked in the, then Brock kicked him in the nuts and F5'd him. Then Femi got up, grabbed the mic, and he's like, I called you. He's like, oh, I called you that not to your face. Well, guess what? You're standing in front of me, and you're still it.
Yeah, you're standing in front of me, and I'll say it to your face. You are a
And then he's
fight
like,
me. I choose you at SummerSlam. And Brock's like, okay, I'm gonna price this right you and one up you. Hell in a Cell.
and we're just like, oh God.
It's like that meme from the Anchorman. That escalated quickly.
We're like, okay, because it's like we're getting a rubber match, one of the biggest rubber matches ever.
That could potentially be the last match of one of the competitors in said rubber match.
And now it's like, okay, because when I think about this real quick, is that okay? First match, Alba got the surprising win. Second match, Brock kind of squash. Now the third match, you need to just okay. I'm gonna say this before we move on to anything else. Is you need to let this match burn, cook. You
Yeah,
need this match to be a fucking war.
I want the cell to break during the match. I want
Yeah,
to see them either do an F5 on the roof of the cell or a fall from grace on the top of the cell.
like okay. And I'm gonna say this before we are. Wait, what? Do we got anything else to talk about? What's the next thing?
Well, let's just do final thought.
Okay, yeah. Final thoughts. Or you go first.
I will say I do like how mature Oba was when Adam's like, "Are you sure this is what you want?" And he was just like,
Yes.
"The titles will be there when I want them.
He's like,
Make the match."
I don't care. He's like, hey, I'm ready. He's like, hey, I have this. I'm like, hey, he's gonna like. Let's be real, folks. He's still gonna be a world champion. Like, let's be real. But I kind of
They just don't want to shove him down our throats like they did Roman Reigns when he was the big dog. Like, get down there, you're gonna like.
yeah,
No, they're letting Ova be Ova and cook.
yeah. All right, but like I said, this match at SummerSlam needs to be okay. Whatever you did for the last two matches, make it long. That's all I want.
Yeah.
Because keep in mind, folks, and I'm going to say this the last time we had a Hell in the Cell match was at Bad Blood in Atlanta when CM Punk and Drew McIntyre had a Hell in the Cell match, and it was one of the best Hell in the Cell matches of all time.
Yeah, this match needs to surpass that Punk McIntyre match, and that is a tall order.
Because that match was personal.
Yeah, in this match, these two want to kill each other.
So, you know what I say?
Metaphorically, of course.
You know what I say? To quote Palpatine from Star Wars,
Do it. Anyways, we'll be back talking about how WWE doesn't give a crap whether their employees are married or not. We are back with topic number 2, how WWE doesn't care whether their employees have a girlfriend or a
Or what?
fiance or a spouse or kids or husbands. They don't care. And the reason I say this is Austin Theory apparently has a girlfriend. I didn't know that. Maxine Dupree recently got married to Cam Hendricks, the Evolved Superstar. And as of this recording, this past Monday, Maxine turned heel and apparently joined the division and started a side romance plot with Austin Theory.
Yeah.
Austin Theory is the Dominic Mysterio. Maxine Dupree is the Liv Morgan.
Yeah, yeah, that is fair because my honest thoughts on this entire on that is that look, I get, it's like, hey, do I think it's weird? Yes, but also it's like, hey, if you got a job to do, you got a job to do.
Yeah, if you're gonna make out with a hot blonde woman on TV, you're gonna do that.
They're like, okay, I'm just gonna be like, well, okay, jobs. I mean, hey, like take Dominic, hey, with the women that he's made out with, his wife is just like, hey, it's a job.
Well, she was uncomfortable with Rhea, to be fair. But by the second one, she's like, okay, I'm a wrestler's wife. This is what he has to do. And also, to be fair, Dominic's wife is pretty attractive herself.
Yeah, but it's my honest thought on this, guys. Look, do I think it's weird? Yes. What do you think about it? I mean, do I think it's weird? Of course, yes. But like I said, a job's a job.
Yeah, I would hope with Triple H being in charge of creative and being on the side where
I mean, he's been on this kind of situation before.
yeah, you think he would have more respect for it.
I mean, hey,
Especially since he dated China for a while and then got with Stephanie, potentially while he was still with China.
and then that turned into an on-screen angle. Then that turned into an actual marriage.
And let's not even get started about the Matt Hardy Edge Lita thing.
No, that's
And it got even weirder when Kane got involved.
yeah. Overall, I mean, what's your thoughts on that?
My thoughts are honestly, I like to keep I would keep the personal lives out of the storyline, but not combine them in a weird way.
I mean,
Case
yeah.
in point for that, when Seth Rollins and Becky Lynch had that feud with Lacey Evans and Baron Corbin.
Yeah. Here's my last thoughts on that is I don't mind if you mix real life with professional wrestling. All I ask is that you do it in a way that's not stupid. You do it in a way that makes like if you're like okay, I'll say this. If you're trying to create like a new heel power couple, that work. But like okay, like it works like if you're getting like a real life girlfriend involved in a rivalry. That works.
Yeah, yeah.
Like like let's be real. If you're in a rivalry, and here's the perfect example. If you're in a rivalry with Randy Orton, you're the baby face and Randy's the heel, your girlfriend is gonna get RKO'd.
Or
Sorry.
DD or Hangman's DDT
Yeah.
and then
Randy
kiss.
yes, because Randy Orton's gonna do that.
Yeah, in case you guys don't know what we were just talking about, his 2009 rivalry with Triple H.
Yes. See that's when
And
it's like
and like if you're trying to make a new power couple, don't basically copy and paste and tweak a little bit an already existing on-screen couple. Because they literally just took Dom and Liv from the Judgment Day and replaced Dominic Mysterio with Austin Theory and Liv Morgan with Maxine Dupree.
yeah. My honest thoughts on that is yeah, just like I said, like if I'm the bad guy and hey, look, it depends on whether or not you're cool with the other person.
If the it's pretty much, do you consent to doing this?
But also, it's just like, hey, if you don't, it's like, hey, sometimes real life drama makes amazing storytelling in pro wrestling.
Yeah, as we mentioned a few examples of that.
Yes.
Okay, one example, but you know.
Yep. I,
Alright, guess I'll start. Oh wait, time for final thoughts. Shove your boxing bell.
okay. Well, all right. Before we knock out this round, you're welcome. But it's just if look, I don't mind if you want to create like a power couple or an on-screen thing, but it's just if you're gonna do it, make it make sense, whether it be in storyline or in real life, because or
Yeah.
blur the lines. I don't care.
Only if at least one of the members of said rivalry, is in a relationship and their partner's like, okay, sure,
Hey, a
just
job's a
make
job.
if I get hurt in it, teach me how to do the move so you don't have to miss a week of work with me in the hospital.
Yeah. Uh,
We'll be back with the third and final topic for this episode. I hope it made sense after discussing round one. We'll be right back. And we are back with the third and final topic. CM Punk is the new WWE Champion, which means he is leaving Monday Night Raw and heading to Friday Night Smackdown. And boy, are we going to talk about some feuds. Because
okay.
I fully expect SmackDown to start off, as of this recording tomorrow, with a crash out.
Yes. Now, I think, now look, if I had to guess on some matches, I think we're somehow, no,
By the way, can I mention the
what?
streak of Raw ending in a segment and not a match was broken this week?
It only took them a year to do it.
It only took the return of CM Punk in Chicago to do it.
Yeah, but that's weird. But anyway, here's my thoughts on, okay, now, before I get into that is, I think, and I'm just gonna say this, I think Nick Aldis is gonna have a match at SummerSlam. Just wanna
Nick
get that.
Otis is currently on administrative leave for
Yeah,
getting physical with Gunther.
I'm sure he is. Anyway, alright, feud with CM Punk. The first
Obviously, we're gonna have the revival of Punk and McIntyre.
yes, because it's like, okay, because it's like, guys, you remember how personal that shit was when there was not a title on the line?
Yeah, well now CM Punk has a title and is going to the same show as Drew McIntyre.
It's like, boy, okay,
I fully expect Sami Zayn and CM Punk.
yes, I
I don't
100%
expect a feud, but let's say at least one match between CM Punk and Cody Rhodes.
yeah.
Because Cody literally has no other story.
Yes. I also think we'll get Punk versus maybe Punk versus Gunther again.
Yeah, I could see that.
What else rivalries you got for Phil?
If they actually want to do something with Solo Sokoa, maybe him. If they want to do something with Royce Keys, since he won the Andre the Giant, I could see that.
Yeah, Rush Keys would be
I mean, they've worked together before.
yeah.
Back when Royce Keys was known as Powerhouse Hobbs and CM Punk was still known as CM Punk.
Yeah. I would say another match I would like to see is Punk and Orton.
Yeah, maybe they could recreate that spot from WrestleMania 27, where CM Punk went for the springboard clothesline and Randy caught him in an RKO. Why do I always do that when I'm saying an RKO?
Mm.
For those who don't know, I just did a weird thing with my arm where it's like I was grabbing an invisible person for an RKO.
Okay, another I could also see him having a match with Ricky Saints.
Yeah, and we can just discuss matches if we want to. I could see Ricky feuding with them because they did in AEW.
Yeah. See, yeah, I also think I doubt LA Knight. I doubt it. Although those two trading bars on the mics would be kind of good.
Who?
LA Knight.
Yeah, I did not say that. I am legitimately agreeing with you. I did not do that to say his catchphrase. I swear. It's just the opportunity happened to present itself.
Yeah. What are some rappers you want to see from CM Punk on Friday Night SmackDown?
You've listed a lot of great ones, but I would like to see maybe if Kevin Owens is ever able to step in the ring again, maybe Punk and Owens.
Ooh, that'd be a good one.
Owens has hinted on returning to WWE television in August during WWE's post SummerSlam Canada tour.
Yeah, I think I agree. I think Sami Zayn is definitely okay. I would like to see CM Punk get into a feud with Matt Cardona.
Yeah. I could see Matt Cardona. There's a lot of good talent on SmackDown that
Except
Punk
for
could feud with. The
except for Dan.
problem is a majority of them are baby faces.
Yes.
And so is CM Punk currently, I think. It's hard to tell when he's in Chicago because no matter what, they'll cheer him.
Yes. But anyway, yeah, that's all I got.
Yeah, so the timer actually just went off for topic 3. That's all we have for this week. Hopefully, by the time this comes out, we'll be back next week with pop culture and more debates and discussions. Follow us on Instagram, YouTube, website,
All the
YouTube,
above.
X, link in the description, links in the description. You can follow us on social media. You'll have to type those handles in because I'm too lazy to get the URL. But until then, the Executioner and the Unbreakable Spirit will still be at odds.